If you're trying to flip $10 to $1,000, this is the strategy for you. I created this strategy back in almost 3 years. I've used this strategy to flip $30 into $400, which is almost 800%. I'll flip $100 into $2,000. I'll flip $30 into $100 and something dollars again. And I think I even make a video about that, so you can check it on my YouTube videos. I flip a lot of accounts using this strategy, and even up to this day, this strategy works really perfectly.
Nice.
Alright, and this strategy have a win rate of 80 to 85% win rate, right? If you use it correctly. And that's why you have to grab your popcorn, grab your drink, and just watch me show you guys how to use this strategy correctly. Alright, so before we even start, please subscribe, punch the like button, and comment down below what you think about this video or what you think about the strategy, and let's get straight to it. So before we even start, just know that I'm not a financial advisor, and before you even use this strategy, you can back test it, and it's just gonna show you that it actually works. It's a good strategy. All right, so even if you back test it, it's gonna actually show you that it can flip your account, right? But this strategy is really hard to find. That's why it's really good. It's really hard to find, and you only use it on the USD pair. You do not use it on any other pair. As long as the currency have USD on it, I will recommend mostly GBP USD, Euro USD, USD JPY. Those are the main currency pair I would say trade this strategy on, and it's really hard to find. And when you find it, you can actually flip an account if you use it wisely. Alright, so I'm gonna just give you guys a quick example of how this strategy look like, so you guys can just have a little bit of clear mind before we jump into the charts, right? So let me just show you guys. So we're gonna be using indicator. I don't usually use indicator, but to flip this your account or to use this strategy, you gotta use indicator. So the indicator we're gonna be using is RSI. So let's say this is the RSI down here, right? Let's turn this into red. All right, so let's just say this is, you guys know what this is, so right, and we have oversold. So on the RSI, if market say oversold, we look for a buy. If you say overbought, we look for a sell, right? On this example, market is oversold, right? So we're gonna be looking for a buy, and that's not the only thing you look for. You don't just wait for market to oversold and you take a buy. Nah, we need other confirmation. Now we're gonna go to the chart, right? So on the chart, let's say you see something like this, right? Let's say you see something like this, right? So another confirmation you want to use is you want to look for a strong support and resistance on the 4 hours or the daily, mostly the 4 hours, right? Because we're looking at the RSI on the 4 hours, right? So we want to identify if the RSI oversold or overbought on the 4 hours, right? So the support and resistance will look on the 4 hours, right? Let's say we see something like this, right? So this is exactly how you want market to look like. So I even created this strategy almost 3 years back, so I even have it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I will post it somewhere. And this is a really old book. This was my first ever book, right? Anytime I backtest, I used to write it down, and that's when I create this strategy. So I'm gonna post this somewhere so you guys can just, you know, see the resemblance with this, right? So and let's say this is an uptrend, right? Sometimes there's time that you have to go against the trend, and if you're going against the trend, the next support and resistance, you want to get out of the trade at that exact support and resistance, right? Because you're going against the trend. Market is basically going to keep on going. It's just reversing then keep going back, right? Which I will explain more, right? So now, right, so let's say this is the 4 hours. Let's say we jump into the 30 minutes. The 30 minutes, let's say we look for a trend line. You want to look for a trend line, right? It doesn't have to be exactly a trend line, it can be anything, but you want to look for some kind of a pattern. It can be a double top, double bottom, a flag, anything, right? That you want to look for some kind of a pattern, right? You don't want to just see a bullish candlestick and you just enter. Oh, let me just enter, you know. Nah, you want to look for some kind of a pattern, right? So now since you have all your confirmation, your RSI is oversold, you have your support level, and market is at your strong support level, you have your trend line or whatever pattern you see. Now all you gotta wait for is wait for the break, right? As soon as market break, you want to enter your position, right? You enter your position and you hold it. Since this I'm going with the trend, I can aim for as much as possible. I can even aim for 1 to 24. I can even aim for 1 to 100, and let's buy the Lamborghini next week, right?
Here in my garage, just bought Hollywood Hills. But you know what I like a lot more than the Hollywood Hills? This new Lamborghini here. In fact, I'm a lot more proud of this new Lamborghini here.
But yeah, since we're going with the trend with these, we aim for as much as possible. Right, we aim for the next support or resistance level, which is right here. But let's say we was going against the trend. If we were going against the trend, I should probably get out of there, right? But this time we're going with the trend. So this is how you're gonna trade. And to add more position in, you're gonna use the 5 minutes, right? You want to use the 5 minutes to add as much position as possible as you can. All right, so this is how it's gonna look, and now I'm gonna jump into the chart to show you how it actually gonna look like. So we're not gonna use trading view for the back testing. We're gonna use FX replay because it makes you feel like you're actually trading a live market. So I feel like this is a really great example. So let's jump into FX replay. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna add indicator, right? Just think of this as trading view. I know most of you probably not used to this, but it's just the same thing as trading view, where you just do the replay and all this. But this involve money. You can see your money and stuff like that. As you can see down here, I just put a paper money, which is $10, just to show you guys how to flip a $10 into even a huge amount. You can do it over and over and over again, right? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add indicator, which is the RSI, right? And you go to your setting, put on 80, and I usually put this on red. And if you go to the lower, you put on 20, and I usually put this on green. I usually take the background off and just put this like that. Put this like that and press OK and put this down here. As you can see, market right now is already oversold, right? Market is already oversold, so we're gonna be looking for a sell. But what did I say in the last video? If market is we're going against the trend, we do not aim for a huge profit. We just aim for the next support and resistance, right? Right, so as you can see, market is a uptrend, right? So we have the first confirmation, market is oversold. Now we're going to look for the second confirmation, which is we want to look for a resistance level, which is a strong resistance level. If you cannot find a strong resistance level, do not trade it, because that resistance level is your second confirmation, which shows you that market is actually going to drop, right? So as you can see right now, we have a level right here. So if you can look right here, we have a strong level, which is not, it's not as strong. I would say 60-70% is the strong level, because it did push market all the way down. So I'm expecting it to push it a little bit down, because market is right now in an uptrend. So I'm expecting it to push it a little bit down before we take any trade on it, right? So, and I said market is an uptrend, right? If we're going against the trend, the next level is where we want to get out, right? So this is the level, and that's the level I feel like we want to get out around here, right? So now next thing we want to do is jump into the 30 minutes, right? Now we're going to look for a trend line or look for any pattern, right? So on the 30 minutes, all I see is this level, right? So I'm going to wait for market to break that level. So I'm just going to wait for market to break that level. So let's wait for market to break this level. As soon as it breaks that level, we're going to enter. Oh, it looks like it's trying to go up more. Okay. Alright, so it looks like I'm gonna wait for it to break this low. Okay. So now you're gonna enter your first position. And just know that you can go all in. I'm not saying risk like 100%. What I mean by when I say go all in, you can risk 10%, right? And keep risking 10%, 10%. As market keep moving, risk 10%, and you can risk all the $10, right? Or you can go 10% and put 5 position only. So if this doesn't work out for you, you can try it again. You can have a second chance, right? I'm gonna say this again one more time. If you have a $10 and you risk 10% is $1, right? You can go all in, which is you're just gonna put $1. Then if you see another opportunity, add another $1. You're gonna do up to 10 times, which you're risking the whole $10. And you only have one chance that, or you can risk $1 and do it only 5 times, which means you only risking $5, so you can have another second chance. Maybe the second chance is when markets is actually gonna finally drop, right? So just know that. But for me, on this video, we're gonna risk everything, right? We're just gonna risk everything. I would not advise you to do that, but it's a $10, and I feel like if you want to flip it fast and make quick money, this you just gotta risk everything, right? We're gonna be a little bit aggressive on it, right? So the first trade we're gonna take is right here. We're gonna put our stop loss right there, and we're gonna aim for all the way, I would say, flight markets. Okay, yeah, I'll leave it like that. Let me see. Okay, 1 to 10. Yeah, so we're gonna be aiming for 1 to 10. So this is our first position. All right, first position. So we're gonna place our order, and we're gonna risk let's say 10%, right? We're gonna risk 10% on our order. Place trade. And now to add position in the trade, we're gonna go to the 5 minute. Right, we use the 5 minute to add as much position as we can, right? Alright, so we're gonna use the 5 minutes. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so now I will add another position if market break this level, right? If market break that level, I will add another position, right? We want it to break and close. Almost go to our stop loss. So this is the reason why you have to patience and just add position as market goes, because if market should have take us out, if you risk the whole $10, you should have just lost the whole $10. So this is the reason why if you should have lost, you should have only lost $1, and you have another chance to go in again, right? So market breaks, so we're gonna add another position, another 10%, right? So now let's just place the order for 10%. It's already there. Let's see. So if the market pull back up, I will take a sell. If you pull back and respect that level, Okay, it looks like it's respecting the level. If we pull back down, okay, I'm taking a sell again. It's like it's literally trying to go straight to our stop loss. So now we have like 30% in the trade. So now we're risking almost 30%. So let me put this back. So we have 30%. So let's see. Let's use the 5 minute. Let's make this quicker. It keep playing around. So I'm gonna add another position, which is this time around. It looks like it's about to drop. So I'm gonna risk around 20%, which is $2. Save that. Hope it drop now. Let's see. Oh, it looks like it's respecting this level. Oh, it's not even okay. It's respecting this level. Just know that this is risky. It's not something that's actually just oh, it's easy, stuff like that. It's actually risky. But if you want to flip your account, this is how you're gonna have to do it. So as you can see, market did go back up again, right? And it's pulling back down. So I'm gonna add another position. As long as you know that market is gonna drop, it's kind of easy, right? And I'm gonna add. We're gonna put 10%. I think 10% is enough. Let me see how many positions we have open. So we have at least 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. I think that's good. Let's see how markets move. So right now we're risking around I think $5, which is 50% of the account. So we're gonna see how that play out. If market break, I will risk a huge amount. I'll risk maybe another 30. Okay, market breakout finally, so we're gonna risk another 20%. So let's see if market pull back up. Okay, if pull back up, I'm gonna risk another 20% on this trade. Okay. So we have at least, how many positions do we have open? I think we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're already risking at least 80% right now in this trade. So we're only left with 20%, which is $2 left. So I'm not gonna risk anymore because sometimes markets, the margin call or leverage or whatever, some broker will close your trade for you, some will not. They will let your trade run if you have a really good leverage. Depends. So we're just gonna let it play out, and we're gonna go on the 1 hour now and see how that goes. Whoa, that was pretty close. Whoa. But imagine your money is going up to like $50, you're making 500%, and market going back to break even. Damn, that's crazy. Okay, let's drop in. And one thing I usually do is I do not close my trade, put stop loss to break even. If you want to, you can close half, and for me, I just let market do. As long as I already predicted, it's either a win or lose situation for me, or add more position for me, right? I don't like to close half. If you want, you can close half. If you don't want to only trade for that long, you can close and just be done with it, right? Okay, looks like market is so let's, okay, I'll take profits, smash. So we're gonna actually see how much we make on this video, on this trade. And this trade lasts from, you can see down the 24th to the 28th, which I feel like it lasted for like, because this was on Thursday, it lasted, this was Monday, so it lasts for like around 2 days. This is a 2 days trade, and we'll always trade over the weekend. So it's a 2 days trade, and let's see how much we actually make. We make $73, which is almost 600% in just in 2 days, which is crazy. And if you keep doing this, as you can see again, market is on, let's go on the 4 hours. You know, market dropped nicely, you know. And now if you want to do it again, the same thing again, if your market pull back down, you know, you look for the same thing and you do it again over and over till you can flip your $73 into $1,000. But to make almost 600 to 700% in just in 2 days, that's extremely crazy. That's mind-blowing. So if you guys want me to see me actually flip like maybe $10 or even $100 to like a bigger amount, 5,000, 2,000 or whatever, comment down below if you want me to do it, and let the video have at least 100 likes and I will do it. All right, so if you guys like the video, please subscribe, punch the likes button, and peace out.